Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Parable Cast. I'm Dan and I'm joined here today by Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've also got with me Sunny.
Alright.
And this week we're not just completely alone, we've got a guest with us.
Hello.
She's a bit spaghetti.
Hello. How are you guys?
So yeah, this is hello, and we're going to talk about video games together.
Oh no.
But yeah, she's actually called Laura. Just in case she
No, I'm
forgot.
called Hello. I'm not. I'm called Hello.
Fantastic introduction.
Absolutely impeccable. Possibly the best introduction on the Parable Cast yet. But yeah, we're going to move on to the introductory topic this week, which is what the fuck have you been playing this week, Greg?
Fucking me. I've been playing everything, like, under the sun, actually.
Everything.
Will be like...
all of the video games.
Fuck, too. But no, no, I've been playing Joe Danger 2, which I actually won on that Raptor competition. Which was kind of...
yeah.
Well, it wasn't really a competition, it was more just we have a bunch of codes.
They were giving away like 8,000, weren't they?
I think it was only 1,000 to start with, but I think it's been, like, staggered out kind of thing. So, yeah, like, I remember first 1,000 went in about an hour, which is pretty crazy. But no, I managed to get one of them, so I'm doing, that's being reviewed for tomorrow, actually. Or
check you.
Minus time, when you hear this podcast, obviously.
It's being reviewed for 3 days ago.
Exactly. And, I've been Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate, which I just bought. I feel really bad about buying that, because I feel like I've sold out. But yeah, and King of Fighters, BlazBlue, all the usual fighting games. So, yeah.
So Gregor's been punching people in the face and playing Joe Danger, which sounds like something else which you punch people in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's
You're living up to your Scottish heritage.
Everything's very violent.
How is Joe Danger?
It's not bad, actually. It's weird. Like, I came into it thinking it was going to be Trials HD, and I don't know why. I thought this is probably because it was on a motorbike. But, like, I don't know, if it's fun, but sometimes it gets too hard for what you're expecting. As in, like, most of the games are quite leisurely, but then it, like, just jumps up with this really stupidly hard section. And the controls just aren't responsive enough. And it just gets annoying. So it's got really light atmosphere, but it's too hard for the atmosphere, if you catch my drift.
Okay, yeah. It feels very mismatched overall.
Yeah, it's a good game, though. Well, you'll see what review score I eventually give it, because I haven't decided yet, but yeah. Read the review.
1.9, best game ever.
Read the review.
And you've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Yeah.
The game that you publicly bashed non-stop.
Yes, I know, it's a terrible...
For the last year.
Gosh.
People are playing it, and I wanted to get good at it, because I want to be the best at video games.
You just wanted to be in with the crowd.
I just wanted to be hype. It's hype, okay? It's a lot of fun. I can press like 16 buttons and do like a 40,000 hit combo, and that's exciting. So like, it's dial combo. It's like
that's like
dial combo.
It's like it's like Soul Calibur on the opposite end of the spectrum, where you just like do buttons like one hit.
Yeah, exactly. But like with this, I'm playing on an arcade stick. I pretty much piano out like a light, medium, heavy into launcher, into light, medium, heavy, into super, into ground attack, and it's kind of boring. It's also kind of hype.
Well, I understood absolutely none of that. So.
Well, sorry, I forget you're all shit people. You don't.
So yeah, Octo, what have you been playing this week?
Well, funny you should ask. I haven't been playing much, as usual, aside from Torchlight 2 in the run-up to its release on Thursday, I think it is. I don't know when.
Yeah, Thursday, 20th.
Well, incidentally, yeah, got the review codes last night, so me and Matt just like played it like literally all night last night, and it's literally the most fun I've ever had. Well, I may be exaggerating a little bit there, but it's a really fun game. Definitely.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like when I heard about Torchlight 2, I thought it was going to be an MMO, but this is apparently like a tester to another game, an MMO that Runic Games is going to be making, and like there's multiplayer there. And it's fun, looks nice, it's pretty good. Look out for the review. Yeah,
Torchlight 2's been getting quite a lot of hype though, as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, because it was one of the most well-received games of the past 5 years, but everyone said, no, it's shit, mate, it doesn't have multiplayer. But
I think the thing there as well is because Diablo 3 kind of you either love it or you hate it, or you loved it and then hate it, because that seems to be the way it went with a lot of people. So a lot of people are sort of hyping Torchlight 2 as the true successor to Diablo 2.
It does look very pretty.
It looks really nice.
It's a really pretty game. For some reason, I think this like changes the game completely. But like, whenever I play an MMOs or like RPGs or anything, I always really hate the environments and stuff because they just look really stale. But like, Torchlight 2's got like some really, really nice environments because the art style looks really nice on its own, but it's got like dynamic weather and like day and night cycles, and it just looks fucking beautiful.
It's like,
so it sounds really impressive.
Most MMOs kind of like lazy with their environments. Like,
yeah.
Most of it's just the same.
It's funny because it doesn't really actually do to change up the like typical MMO conventions and stuff, but it's just really fun to play. Just feels good. And
I don't think it's kind of a full retail price title, is it? It's fairly cheap when it comes out.
Yeah. £15 for launch day.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
So you can check out our review on our site by the time this podcast's live, and it's probably going to be worth buying because Octo's like, oh my god, best video game ever.
Yeah, type as fuck. Go buy it.
But yeah, myself, I'm kind of doing the same thing as last week. I've been playing Peace Walker again. And that's it.
Peace Walker.
Pretty much. There's not really much to say. I really enjoy it.
Peace Walker.
Oh, all of the bullies.
Yeah.
Peace Walker's good, guys. You should play it.
I know, I've got the HD collection sitting there, and I just haven't picked it up because I'm lazy as shit.
Guys, who is your favourite MGS character? It can't be the Fury.
Fury's the best. He's like fucking.
I don't know any because I've only played one.
I'm gonna get bullied if I say.
Oh no! Tell me.
If I whisper it.
No, because it's all sound.
Like, you can write it down and.
I'll write it down with my voice. Okay, yeah, my favourite character is Ocelot. Because Ocelot's fucking bro, and he's badass as fuck.
My favourite character is the fear. It's me, the fear.
No, I like, from Metal Gear Solid 1, I liked, what was that guy? I like Vulcan Raven. I like his sort of, like, cryptic metaphor, and I know that's an Ego Raptor thing. I'm so sorry, because fuck Ego Raptor. But, yeah, like, he's pretty cool. He was fun, and he was nice. All the deaths, like, Kojima really likes his fucking death scenes, doesn't he? Like,
yeah. I mean, you find a character that's had no character, kind of like they've just had no focus at all through the game, and then you fight them in a boss fight, and then they have a 2-hour death scene where you suddenly become best friends with them.
I was always say, like, I audibly laughed about 10 times when I was playing Metal Gear Solid 1, like, especially Can Love Bloom on the battlefield. I just,
yes!
Like, all of my orifices just burst laughter.
How dare you, Greg? That's a beautiful moment.
No, it's not. No, it's not a beautiful moment.
Bloom on the battlefield.
Well,
Greg, do you not believe that love can bloom on the battlefield?
Oh,
I'm sure love can.
Oh, you're all terrible.
What about when Otakon says, it's just like my Japanese mananimes?
Fucking hell, that's even worse. Oh,
Did you think of me the minute he said that?
Hmm?
Did you think of me the minute he said that?
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, you and Matt. I was just like...
Good God.
Oh, God.
Weird characters.
So, yeah, Laura, what have you been playing this week?
Well.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Because I remember me and Daniel were talking about Final Fantasy games.
Oh, yeah.
And I revisited Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And that shitty DS game that I got for like £50.
In the space of a week?
In the space of a week. I was very bored at my dad's house, don't judge me. And I played some Soul Calibur again. And, yeah, Kingdom Hearts was not really how I remember it, to be honest. The music was nice, but I forgot how cheesy it was.
Yeah, I used to love Kingdom Hearts, but now I haven't played it since, but I'd probably think it's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, same.
But the combat, the gameplay is solid. That's all I've got to say about it. It's just solid.
So it's aged quite well gameplay-wise.
It's aged very well. And the opening cinematic still brings back good memories.
The opening cinematic.
The opening cinematic.
Possibly the cringiest piece of...
I like the bit where he makes the waves go big, and then he's like, Riku, no!
Squeenix games.
Made by Squeenix.
Yeah, I was always say anything by Square is essentially terrible by default anyway, so... I mean...
as you can tell here, we don't like video games on the Parable Cast.
Yeah.
Well, okay, no, wait, no. I like The World Ends With You because, they actually took a decent new IP and didn't shit all over it. Like, especially with Kingdom Hearts. Like, I can't even comprehend why they thought, let's put some fucking Final Fantasy characters with bloody fucking Disney characters. No, I can't take anything serious as soon as I see Mickey Mouse's face.
I'm a mature
sorry.
gamer for mature.
I mean, like,
myself.
if Hitler was essentially Hitler but had Mickey Mouse's face, then, I'd just laugh at him and he'd be kind of funny. Killing hundreds of people.
You.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, fuck Square Enix.
Isn't it weird when the later games of Final Fantasy all have opening cinematics with vague messages on them? Like the opening of Final Fantasy VIII got like, I'll be waiting for you.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when Square tried to really be like poetic and postmodern and stuff, but it didn't really work at all.
Well, it didn't work when they started playing Eyes on Me.
See, one thing I'd just like to bring up here, because this week seems to be the Parable Greg rank cast. Gregor, Soul Calibur. Laura's been playing Soul Calibur. How does that make you feel?
As a fighting game, man.
Which Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur 5, please don't hit me.
Ooh.
It's okay. It's okay. But no, like, Soul Calibur...
But no, I'm gonna hit you anyway.
The calm before the storm.
It was Soul Blade was first on PS1. That was cool. I enjoyed that. And then Soul Calibur 1 on Dreamcast. That was cool. I like that. 2 is my favourite. And yes, I know it's because I had a GameCube and I got to play as fucking Link. Yes. That was hype. I don't care what it was. But then 3 I never played because I never really had a PS2 during its sort of good years and they got one later. Never bothered with it. 4 was just shit because they removed everything good and kept everything bad.
That had Darth Vader in it, right? I'm pretty sure I saw one with Yoda in it. And I was like,
that was 4, yeah?
Yeah, before you got the Star Wars characters in it, and I had the fucking apprentice from The Force Unleashed. For some reason.
5, I don't own it, I played it a few times. I like how 5 is just went, okay, let's just move away from single player. And it's like, it's not sort of confused like 4 was, it's mainly an online game. And it's mainly about
I just like the fact that they removed all of the old characters in it, like the classic ones, it just made new.
That was quite good, except isn't Talon, she's not in it anymore, is she?
Yeah, but that's the thing, they removed like half the characters that older fans like adore, and they've got like really terrible
Patroclus and Pyrrha. I'm pretty sure they're new, and I don't like them.
Those grimdark ones.
Yeah, no, but that's kind of good that they're actually kind of changing it around. And Altair being in it kind of worked because, he's from a time period where swords and stuff is okay, not fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
I was like looking at both of the games, like 4 or 5, and I was like, Darth Vader or Ezio, both as bad as each other, yet I can't decide.
Yeah, 4 was by far the weakest in the series, and I've never played through 3, so I don't mind Soul Calibur. It's just not, this is going to sound really pretentious, but it's not a real fighting game.
Like, fair enough.
It's fun, though.
That wasn't as angry as I thought it would be.
No, Soul Calibur is sort of like a cat, it's almost, I'd probably call it like a casual version of a fighting game, because, you can take it seriously and there are tournaments, but I don't know why you would.
It's a nice laid-back fighting game,
See,
which has really bad characters.
This kind of links up with the first news story we're going to talk about in a minute, because it's also related to fighters, and it's something that you were very interested in, Gregor, so I think I'll let you handle it.
Awesome. Right, yeah. I come from a small Scottish city called Aberdeen. And we just started doing this awesome new thing. It's basically this guy talked to some other guys, and we all like playing fighting games. So we all got together, and it's been really fucking cool. And everyone's getting behind us, and we're just... we had our first sort of real session yesterday. We had 15 people, I think it was at one point, maybe 16, 17. But either way, it was around just under 20, all sitting in a pub, playing video games for 6 hours straight with 4 TVs, 4 Xboxes. It was beautiful. It was just, especially because we were looking over the regulars, who were just sitting in the pub going, who the fuck are they? With all Xboxes, and we're all getting excited, when someone did I can't remember what happened, but when someone perfected me in the final actually of our little tournament, and everyone was going fucking mental, and then people were just like, what? They're watching a screen. Why are they getting so excited?
So you came second, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about that, if I'm honest.
Gregor's not the best fighting player in Aberdeen. I'm just going to put that out there officially on the Parable Cast.
No.
I know that 99% of our viewership is Greg's friends.
It's time for you to rise up to the occasion.
Yeah.
Not yet.
This is basically Karate Kid.
But no, like, this guy, no.
Who is Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta get yourself a
obviously.
fighting game mental.
Yeah, no,
You
this
grow
guy
up big.
came out, like, I think he was on the Facebook group, but no one really, like, you know, we've never met before, essentially. So it was cool playing some guy, like, I met, like, 10 new people I've never met in my entire life who play fighting games, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to talk about frame data and all this kind of stuff that no one else gives a shit about, except for you who plays fight games, you know?
Yeah, I imagine it's a very kind of scaled down version of going to something like I-46.
Oh yeah, essentially. But I was just kind of like, especially because we got 15 people on their second. Like, we did do one last week, but that was like, I was 6 folk on a guy's flat, so it doesn't really count. So
Yeah.
It's our first one.
I mean, how's the atmosphere in comparison to something like I-46? Because obviously, when I was at I-46, I noticed that it was very kind of community driven. Like, it was a very close knit community, even though it was quite big.
Oh no, it's still definitely
see how
a
it compares.
close-knit community with us. Cause,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it might be even more so there, and I just wanted to see how
definitely.
they kind of rank up against each other.
Well, that's the thing. The thing with our community is there's like sort of like little pockets of people. It's always like it's 2 to 4 people. I think it was generally sort of played fighting games with their friends, but then went, wait a minute, there's a scene. Oh, let's all get together. So that's what, like, you know, obviously everyone was talking to their mates, but everyone was talking to everyone, having a few drinks, sitting around, getting mad at fighting games. I'm like the unofficial villain of the fighting game community in Aberdeen anyway, because I play a character everyone hates called Adon.
Oh yeah, the stereotypical dickhead, isn't he?
Yeah, it's quite funny because he's kind of a dickhead character. It's because he's really good. Like, he's like a really good character, but he's got like really annoying moves unless you can counter them.
Yeah.
You're screwed. But yeah, it's a really awesome atmosphere and it's going to be really exciting, especially because we've got a tournament in about 3 weeks as well, with people from like, you know, Glasgow and Dundee coming up as well. So,
Oh,
What are you
man,
hoping to place in?
but yeah, I'm going to win that. Don't worry.
You reckon?
Of course I'm going to win it.
Fucking Greg.
I always win.
Greg.
No, but seriously, I don't know. I think I want to get top 8. As long as I get top 8, I'll be happy enough. Because there's a lot of good guys there.
Yeah. So, do you want to shout out the community to anyone? Like, shout out the
yes, of
event?
course. It's, well, I don't know what it's called. It's called Aberdeen Fighting Community right now. But no,
Catchy title.
we all got a pub called the Old Schoolhouse. If that means anything to anyone, come along on Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. But our tournament is called Reset, as in, you know, block capitals. You know, Reset. Come check it out and get hyped.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be doing a stream as well, so that'll be and I'll be doing an article about it as well. So that'll be up in Parable. You can all watch that. You can see how Scotland is actually doing as a community. It's a surprisingly big community, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it is nice to kind of hear about these local communities and how they're like slowly starting to grow, and it's really nice to see that like local communities themselves actually have enough people to get tournaments and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
nice to see. So
Indeed.
moving on from that, there's a much bigger tournament than your local tournament going on at the end of the month at Eurogamer, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I wish I was going. I want all the money.
But yeah, at Eurogamer Expo, which is held in London at the end of this month, there is the Street Fighter 25th Anniversary UK Tournament Finals or something like that, and it's massive to say the least. You're playing for like a hell massive, amazing prize pot of like $500,000 and a fully paid trip to San Francisco for the finals and all that.
Damn.
And you can win cars and all kinds of shit.
What?
And
Like, with the ladies in them as well?
maybe.
Not really.
Laura just wants to win a girlfriend.
Yes, please.
But yeah, Gregor, what do you think about the whole 25th anniversary thing they're holding? It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. The fact they can just drop $500,000 on a fucking fighting game tournament is pretty indicative of how huge Capcom are. They're just like, here you are, lads. But then that's Capcom. That's one of the things they still do well. I know because Capcom just like continuously shit over themselves. They're very good at keeping the community going. I mean, Marvel. They did listen to Marvel. You know, they have been listening to people when they talk about Marvel, which is, you know, the game itself is inherently flawed, but at least they're fixing it.
Yeah, yeah.
in with the community. And I mean, Seth Killen, him leaving was always quite upsetting for everyone, but he still pops back, even though he's part of Sony now, I believe it is. But he still talks to Capcom. You know, he's still cool with them. And yeah,
He's still cool.
yeah, exactly. They're really nice to their community in fighting games, and that's why everyone loves them. Kind of, even though they're a bit shit in the development. But, like, everyone still loves them is, like, in the community kind of respect, but, you know, their games are shit.
Fair play. But yeah, for anybody who's interested in the fighting game community, wants to get involved in the local one, you can check out what Greg said. And for anybody who isn't so local, make sure you check out the absolutely gargantuan Eurogamer event at the end of the month. Moving on, there's been a hell of a lot of Wii U news. Nintendo Direct happened earlier, like last week, and they announced like loads of shit, which we'll talk about later. Like they launched the release day and a lot of titles, and they announced the price, which was originally meant to be for as little as $200 for the basic pack and around $250 for premium. And it was announced like quite recently, I think it was today, that UK retail has boosted it up by like £50 for each bundle.
Oh no, that was pretty much straight after.
No, today it was officially announced that like all of the things have gone up.
Oh,
like there was kind of a price war for a while people were slowly rising, but now everywhere, like anywhere that originally did it for $200 as a pre-order, they've cancelled all the pre-orders and pushed everything straight back up.
Oh, that's a dick move.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm so happy.
I'm not really sure what to think. I don't know if Wii U is really worth £300 with Nintendo Land.
You remember that game that's coming out on it? You know that game?
That game, which we'll talk about in a minute.
That's why I'm buying it. Like, there's like the Nintendo, they've done something quite clever, and then they've secured this game, and they've got people like me to buy it instantly without any sort of, second thing. As soon as it drops, I'm buying it. Not the Wii U, but the game. So thus I'll have to buy a Wii U. Fucking Nintendo.
Greg on Wii U. Laura, what do you think of the whole Wii U pricing thing?
Well, I can't really say anything, 'cause I think my parents will probably end up buying me one anyway. But,
Young again.
I don't really know. I haven't been that invested in the Wii U. I don't know why.
At all?
I don't know why I'm not. I really tried. At E3, I really tried. I promise.
I'm sorry, Nintendo. I tried my best.
I tried my best, but I just ever since that game got announced on the Wii U, I've started to like, okay, I guess I'll buy it for that game. But other than that, it's been like
use that was Nintendo's marketing strategy.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same. Really, I didn't really get that involved in the Wii U, and I still am not really interested in it, apart from that new Monster Hunter game that's being released exclusive for Wii U, and that game.
That game.
I guess we should lift the lid on what that game is.
Yeah.
Isn't it, what's it called again?
I thought it was Nintendo Land 2.
I thought it was Devil May Cry.
Fuck you. I'm skipping forward. You've got a schedule. I'm going to say fuck the schedule right now. But it's fucking Bayonetta 2. Like,
yeah,
it's the best thing that's ever happened in the entirety of anything ever.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 is a Wii U exclusive, and its launch window.
I just have to say for everyone here, I loved Bayonetta so much. I don't think I can comprehend how much I love Bayonetta.
I think it's Gregor's favourite game ever.
It's one of the best games of all time. You know, it just is. It's the best game of this generation, easily.
Oh, is Bayonetta your waifu, Greg?
Yes, I love it. And no, I want to be that guy, the journalist guy in Bayonetta.
Scarfton?
Yeah, that's me. But no, it's such a good game, and the thing that really angered me was how everyone got really upset the fact it's a Wii U exclusive.
Yeah, there's been loads of backlash at Platinum Games.
They did not even know that it was essentially dead without a publisher. So Nintendo saved Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Well done, but everyone gives Nintendo a round of applause.
Let's just have a moment to thank Nintendo officially. Nintendo, you bros.
Arigato, Nintendo-san. Rest in peace.
But yeah,
to be fair, there's nothing to complain about, I don't think, at all.
I think it's probably going to get ported to like Xbox 360 or PS3 like No More Heroes did.
Yeah, that was good. I
Did
mean,
No
like,
More Heroes get ported to PS3?
Yeah, No More Heroes Paradise.
They ported
Right.
a HD version.
Not this
No
much struggle,
way.
though, as far as I'm aware.
That is. Oh, okay.
Laura's confused.
Well, okay, because I really enjoyed No More Heroes on the Wii, and I find it really awkward because my mum, because we have the TV downstairs and I don't have my own TV. Whenever I had to recharge the weapon, it just
Oh.
life.
See, I'd
Little
like to
problems.
question because I've never played No More Heroes.
Oh.
Fuck you. Play No More Heroes. Like,
How do you charge the weapon?
Greg, would you
you
like
have
to
to
explain it?
essentially, like, you can do other ways, but most of the time it does look like you're jerking something off. Like, quite.
Like, that's
Yeah.
literally how it's supposed to look, because Suda51.
Yeah, it's kind of just Suda51 going, I'm making you...
To say if you have to sit on the toilet and then Suda51's like.
See, like, that Suda51, I know, like, stuff like, No More Heroes and Killer 7 had stuff like that, but I mean, Flower, Sun and Rain, that DS game from, like, it was a really obscure game that came out in Japan and got ported finally, and then bought it anyway. Like,
It's really
that's just
good, apparently.
It's kind of shit, actually.
I've heard really good things about it. I had a few friends that bought it and got really, really invested in it, but I haven't got DS, so I hadn't really had a chance to play it.
That's the thing about it. It's a 4 out of 10 game, but it's fucking great fun. Like, it's a terrible game, but it's so much fun.
Sounds like a lot of your favorite games.
Yeah, I know, right? It just laughs at you the entire time. There's a bit where it could say, I could just teleport you to a destination, but I'm going to make you walk. And then actually, the game laughs at you. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. And it's genius. He's an artist. Oh.
I love Suda51.
Suda51 is my wife.
What does he look like in real life? I hope he looks like Travis Touchdown in real life.
Probably. Travis Touchdown is actually a really ridiculous self-insert.
So, moving on to some UK news. This isn't really big because everybody kind of knew and expected it, but Game have ditched the GameStation brand. GameStation is disappearing over the next few months, if ever.
Completely doing away with GameStation, which is weird because I think everyone preferred GameStation to Game.
Yeah, this is a really dumb move in my opinion.
Yeah.
The only shred of hope Game ever had was the fact that they had GameStation under them. Which, for some reason, even though Game bought them over, everyone still thought GameStation was better, even though you're just getting, bent over the counter as much as you would be in Game.
Yeah, the fact that they had these two competing stores that were both aimed by the same person was a very good marketing tactic, and now they're just like, oh, fuck this, we ain't got money.
It's just it was almost sort of it was this, they were branded differently, even though they were exactly the same. So, Game was, sort of, I don't know, kids and their parents, everyone who worked there looked like they were clean cut, wore a nice suit. That kind of guy. The kind of one, if there was a guy there, you'd probably take her home to show your mum. That kind of thing.
Okay.
And if you go, GameStation was a bit more gaudy.
Greg knows all about boyfriends.
Yeah, exactly.
Greg's introduced a lot of boyfriends to his mum.
Exactly. But and then GameStation was just you got girls with coloured hair who'd have probably had as many dicks near them as, I've had hot meals. And the guys are all pierced.
Why is the counter in GameStation so high up? I can barely see over it.
You're just really short.
Yeah, you're just incredibly short.
Yeah.
It's
great stuff, yeah. GameStation was so much more welcoming.
I did notice that GameStation stores were always a lot more cluttered.
I remember in my old game that we used to have in Buxton, but now we don't have it anymore because problems. But one of the people who used to be this really gothy chick. I don't know. She used to follow me around game, and she would pester me into buying something until I eventually did. I ended up buying something I really didn't want to buy that day. I think it was Dragon Quest.
Oh god.
Help.
Sounds like standard game tactics.
Secret BioWare employee.
For me, I think it's a really dumb marketing move because Game is just such a generic face. It's almost like, the name's generic, the place is generic. It's white and purpley pink, and that's just such a tedious combination.
It's
too safe a company.
And then GameStation's like, your best friend.
They've been closing
your
down
best
all
friend
the...
you kind of want to get rid of, though.
They were closing down all the GameStation stores. I guess this is a better move than that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's still, don't get why they're ditching the brand. It should have been the other way around, but
Yeah.
oh well.
I mean, there is one shred of good news. It doesn't come of this, but it is good news. And it's something that Octo actually brought up.
Oh, yes. Wipeout is going to be rebooted.
Yeah. The original?
Yeah,
or is it
should
just
do.
a complete IP reboot?
Wipeout 2048 is going to be, apparently, I think. It's going to be a new PS3 game, bells and whistles, everything looks fancy, it's going to be bloody violent as hell, futuristic, just like the original Wipeout. Get hyped.
Oh, my jimmies are rustled.
Fuck.
You didn't have to say that.
Oh, what
I was
about...
just waiting for that response.
Alright guys, listen, I've got a pitch for a game. Okay,
Oh, but here we go.
we take The Sims, and we give it a gritty, edgy reboot.
I
Isn't that The Sims 3?
The Sims 3 is fucking Facebook. Sims 2 is... It's like... Sims 1 and 2 were, like, great, because it was, like, really weird and quirky and everything, and I don't like using that word ever, and I'm
It
using
was very
it now.
LOL-XD.
It was very
Yeah.
LOL-XD.
But it was
and
before LOL-XD existed.
then Sims 3 came out, and it was like, Facebook!
And then The Sims Social came out, and that was just like Facebook.
In fact, that was played on Facebook.
Yeah, Meta Facebook.
Wait, let
Stupid
me bring it back to Wipeout a second. Two things I've noticed here. One, isn't 2048 the PS Vita title?
No, 2048 is a PlayStation 1 title.
No, it was like Wipeout 2027, I think. It was some futuristic year like that, and that was the PS1 title. And then, yeah, I might be wrong.
You know,
In any case,
Oh, no, yeah, you are right, sorry. 2048 is the Vita version.
in any case, there's going to be a new Wipeout title.
So I'm trying to work out if that's going to be a port or something.
Well,
Yeah, either way, the other
okay.
thing I was going to talk about was Evolution Studios being on it. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because MotorStorm is kind of dead. Because MotorStorm's not very good.
Yeah, Woodstorm went kind of downhill.
It's very nice to see them being moved on to a massive race.
I mean, yeah, they're a really good developers. So I'll miss Studio Liverpool because they have their own thing going on. So I'm kind of hoping Evolution Studios still keep Wipeout looking as cutting edge, because that's kind of a lot of the appeal with Wipeout. It's almost like a cool version of F-Zero.
Yeah.
You know, like Wipeout was like the cool guy. You know, that
Wipeout
kind of
is
awesome F-Zero. F-Zero was like a bunch of kids who were just like vroom, that kind of thing. You know, it's just like it was cool. I love them both, but you know, Wipeout just was always infinitely cooler, and I was just like, holy shit, look at all these pretty white things. Because it was always like that really nice white color with, like, you know, the sort of schematics of one of the things in the background. Yeah. It's just like such a nice atmosphere to the game. So I hope they keep that.
Yeah.
Like you actually wanted the cars and stuff in Wipeout.
Yeah, exactly.
But those are a few of the news stories that kind of matter to us this week. Something else I wanted to bring in is something that we haven't actually spoken about before, but I thought it might be worth talking about for just a few minutes, and that is the top 10 UK software sales over the past week. And that was up until like 2 days ago, something like that. And Sleeping Dogs is the best-selling game, followed by Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Lego Batman 2. Interesting.
Very surprising.
Didn't Sleeping Dogs get a massive price cut as well? So
did it?
Well, not like everywhere, but I'm pretty sure it's been going down in price quite a lot. So I'd imagine quite a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's going down in price some more." So I imagine.
I'm very happy that Sleeping Dogs is top.
Because everyone hasn't got any money and they grab at any chance to get a free game.
Yeah.
Well, it seems a lot of people have more money than sense, because London 2012 is 5th in the software sales chart.
Ooh,
I didn't mind that.
Ooh, Daniel. Oh, burn. Apply cold water to burn.
I played that and I didn't think it was that horrible. Like.
Yeah, but come on, would you drop 40 quid on it?
Of course it would, Dan. I love that game. But no, of course not.
I want to be... It gives the sense of people actually playing sport without actually doing sport.
Yeah, I want to be Jessica Ennis.
I want to be Usain. I want to be Usain Bolt. Now I am Usain Bolt.
But no, like Tekken Tag Tournament 2 being second is good, because Tekken.
Yeah.
It's weird. Tekken is still relevant. Like, that's really weird. I mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to bring Twitter up here, but I've been hearing a lot about Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on Twitter, like a lot of hype around it, and I was surprised by that, because I thought Twitter was irrelevant. Well, Twitter is irrelevant, but I thought Tekken was irrelevant now. and apparently there's still a hell of a lot of fans for it.
I think it's because everyone was a bit burned by 6, so this is kind of a lot better.
Yeah.
I was burned by 6 because 6 was terrifyingly shit. But like, it's always the same game. It's just like changing the packaging around it. And tag games are always more fun, especially in Tekken. You know, you're juggling forever. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and it kind of adds an extra depth because obviously in Tag Tournament 2, I believe you can choose between having 1 or 2, or is it even 3 characters, or am I wrong in that?
Just 2.
So you can either have 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
Because I really enjoyed playing with 1 character from what I played.
They've also got this really other cool little feature on Tekken Tag Tournament 2, where like if you play 2 characters and the characters don't like each other, then it'll make your like super bar go up slower.
I think it's quite funny actually.
It's a super bar, it's something else. It's quite funny because one of the characters likes no one, and no one likes him. So like if you ever play that character in a team, he's always going to be shit. I think it's Ogre. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially Kazuya. Kazuya literally hates half the cast. And no one likes him, I don't think. So yeah, that's quite a funny little gimmick they've got going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just looking at the list, and I'm looking at Dead Island. Has anybody actually played Dead Island?
Yeah. I have. I own it.
I think it's terrible.
It's good multiplayer. I don't even care, but I suppose anything is good multiplayer.
I just think it's one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life.
Really?
I hate it. I hate every single moment of it.
Remember when the trailer came out and it was like, oh, this is so sad. Piano music and children dying.
It's sad if you're goddamn fucking Pillock. It was not a sad trailer. It was just, like, had no context. It was like, oh, zombies. Oh, a girl's dead. Oh, cry, cry, cry. Fuck. It was exploitative.
Sad piano music.
Exactly. It was exploitative, terrible, and a horrible advert. It worked as a marketing tool simply because, you know, marketing feeds on people's idiocy anyway. So, but yeah, I hate everything about Dead Island.
It worked for Gears of War.
Jesus Christ.
I found that more amusing than I should.
I played Gears of War at Matt's house, and I just gotta say, I really enjoyed it.
Gears of War.
I can't believe it.
Like, Gears of War 1 my favourite games this gen, actually.
See,
I like it whenever they make funny quips, and it's like, oh, you guys, just a bunch of flicks, aren't you?
Oh, you card.
Just have
Dead Island managed to stay in the top, like, it's not managed to stay consistently in the top 10, but it's still up there, like, a good, year after its release?
Yeah, but I think it's because it's zombies, and it's essentially Borderland with zombies, but bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a really good mod for it. That would have been. This is the only reason I play it, is because it was essentially like a kung fu movie mod. So like all your attacks, you know, were like, you know, the ridiculous over the top, and like you just kicking everything apart, and then you're running about 5,000 times the speed you should be. Now, that would be a good way of playing it.
That would be the best thing ever.
Kung Fu Island, gritty reboot.
Yes,
I think
absolutely. So moving on to one of the topics we actually wanted to talk about today, and one of the topics Laura will be very happy to hear about, and that is, well, we were going to talk about BioWare in general, but something that's kind of been happening in the news that makes it worth talking about is
yes!
just got well. So Laura, I'll let you talk us through this.
Oh, what? Wait, what? Sorry, my headphones is like... Well, here we go. Once again, BioWare has announced a game after their... Well, it wasn't even a failure with Mass Effect 3. I think, to be honest, with Mass Effect 3, I think it was just more about people overreacting than anything. To an extent, even though it was really shitty.
In any case, people still hated Dragon Age 2, so...
Dragon Age 2 is horrible.
Yeah, it's universally hated for a very, very, very good reason.
Mm.
It was shit.
DICE, I know that name because that's Mirror's Edge, and that's interesting because is Frostbite 2? I don't really know that much about engines.
It's the game engine that's being
used.
Is
that for Mirror's Edge? Because I don't really know.
No, that was Frostbite 1.
Battlefield.
Oh.
As well.
Yeah, Frostbite 2 is Battlefield 3, right?
Yeah.
Or was it Black Ops 2? Either way, it's the newest one.
Because what I found with Dragon Age 2, I can't believe I played that shitty piece of shit game. What I found is that it looks so ugly it was really ugly. It was
Yeah.
horrible to look at.
It was all brown and grey, and
It
the
was
graphics
brown
were
and
PS2.
grey. If you ever went to this bit called the Wounded Coast or whatever, that's got
Yes.
the ugliest,
Cool.
environment I've ever seen in my life.
Brown
That
and bloom.
is the point that I stopped playing the game.
And
I got to the Wounded Coast.
and all of the characters were unlikable except for that dwarf guy, and I just played the whole thing completely sarcastic because I didn't give two shits.
Yeah, and how? In fact, does anybody know how Dragon Age 2 sold?
Well, it
How-
says here that the whole
Quite
series
well.
has sold about 8 million units. So
Well, most of them being like really fat women.
yeah, hamburger helper.
Hamburger helpers. She's got to eat the Dragon Age 2s.
Oh, because I'd be interested to see how it sold, because obviously, apart from the original launch hype where everybody bought it on launch day, I can't imagine it sold that well.
I'm looking now to the internet. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
internet away.
Also, sorry, I'm on like the BioWare site, and in like language choices, it says English with a fucking Canadian flag.
Oh, God.
I was actually thinking of going on the social BioWare forums and just
Ugh.
looking at... Oh, I'm going to do that right now. Right now.
Not all them BioWare fans.
This is
Well,
going to be fun.
what's kind of
I'm
weird
kind
is
kind of interested
when-
by Dragon Age 3.
when did
because,
Dragon Age 2 come out? Let me just
2011, last year.
2011. Well, it says
Early
that
2011.
well, it says that Dragon Age 3 has been in development for the past 2 years, which I think is kind of interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if they're going to take a leaf out of the absolute turd of a book that was Dragon Age 2, if they're just going to scrap that. Completely new story, completely new area, completely new gameplay elements.
I hope
I'm interested in what they're
They
going to do.
need to get a new goddamn character designer.
Yes.
Or whatever they used. I don't know what happened, but even Dragon Age Origins wasn't that great looking. Even though I would say it's marginally better than Dragon Age 2. Simply,
Marginally, I enjoyed it.
well, yeah, I enjoyed it. I kind of on the fence. Maybe because I've got two opinions shouting at me.
No, I'm on the other side of the fence, throwing things at the other side.
We need to get Connor in here.
Oh no, we'd
Oh,
kill
no.
each other. We'd actually
But-
kill each other.
But yeah, Dragon Age Origins was okay. At least I had a simple story. But Dragon Age 2 was like, what? So there's Templars and Mages, and they're like, and there's some sort of spat or something, and like this thing with Flemeth, and what?
Anyway,
The dialogue was atrocious.
intersection.
Shit.
As
like,
of March 2011, Dragon Age 2 sold 2 million copies. So it's technically a success. Which
But
is,
not a success for Dragon Age.
no, but that's possibly the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life, is the
How-
fact that Dragon Age 2 was a success.
how
that's-
much did Mass Effect 3 sell though?
Well, probably
hell of a
enough
lot.
to, like,
Yeah.
it's probably enough to feed the entire world 4 times over.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
somehow the people still like that game.
Sometimes I
um,
lie awake thinking about Mass Effect 3.
Nights of Regret.
I don't really want to know about that.
I was waiting
Cool.
to say, that's a conversation.
That's a
stopped.
conversation best left to somewhere other than the podcast.
They wanted 4 mil, so I'm imagining they probably got about 3. You know,
Whoa.
like, taking into account the fact that as of March 2011 they sold 2 mil, so I'm assuming that they sold.
There's no way this can be right. According to VGCharts.com, Mass Effect 3's only sold 2.5 million units. That's got to be wrong.
That is wrong. I know
Yeah.
that's wrong because I'm
Surely.
gonna.
There's no way that's right.
I like it when
Absolutely no way.
Casey
Aye,
Hudson
Dan,
actually said,
Yeah.
"We
And
want
that's
the
only
Call of
because it's
Duty."
only on 360.
Oh, okay. 2.5 million units on 360 then. Fair enough.
I'm looking at the same page you are.
News for Mass Effect 3. Blurry image hints at more single-player content for Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, it probably sold about 0.9 million on PS3. 0.6. Jesus, PC sold the least.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Still, it's not
well,
that much.
So it hit a good 4 million.
Nearly.
About 4 million.
Yeah, about 4 mil. Because
well, it says here on Wikipedia,
Wikipedia.
That website.
that website is 3.5 million.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's horrible.
Ship for all platforms, though.
That's horrible. Dragon Age 2
atrocious.
sold more than half of what Mass Effect 3 sold.
Yep. Welcome to video games.
On the Parable Depression cast.
Welcome to BioWare.
Welcome to BioWare. Welcome to the danger zone.
Yeah, like, there's absolutely nothing they can do with Dragon Age 3 that'll make me like that game again, I don't think.
No,
Wait, again? I'd never liked it. I didn't even like Origins very much. I don't do that kind of RPG. It's not a very good RPG.
Well,
So-
I'd say they started to get bad after Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2 was half bad, half good.
It's pretty good.
I thought it was very good, actually. I really liked it.
I quite like
Really?
Mass Effect 2, even if it was fucking...
Even if it took away the RPG elements and made it into more of an
Yeah.
action game, I thought it was very
But
good.
It was
the story
thick,
was
run fast, the game.
thick from what? Just a general question. What was your most favorite class to play in Mass Effect?
Did it really
Oh.
make a difference? I didn't really take notice of it.
Yeah.
Sentinel. Don't even care.
It was all about Adept, because
I
just
was
like
all
having powers and shit.
I was all about Adept 2, bro.
Oh, magic building nonsense.
Yeah, no, but whatever, magic.
I'm pretty pissy that they
Space
fucking...
magic.
They got
I
rid of
think-
my barrier, though. That was upsetting.
I think
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2 had the best range of characters. Like,
Yeah, it did.
didn't
And it
have-
had a lot of character growth and progression. Like, it kind
Yeah.
of focused on that more than anything else.
Like, I
and
can't
that's why
believe
I liked
I
it.
actually nearly cried when I found out that Samara wasn't a playable character because she was my favourite. My
Yeah.
fave. Well, playable characters and she's not in the group anymore.
Well,
So, something I want to bring up is, where do you think BioWare should go from here?
nowhere.
No,
They
They
should
just close
stop.
themselves down
I
before
think
they
they
make any
should-
more mistakes.
I think they should
Okay.
stop making them bad. It's like that guy at a wedding who's really drunk and just keeps dancing even though the wedding's over. They should just stop because your time is
That's-
over.
That's the
a very
best thing I've heard.
yeah,
That's a beautiful analogy.
absolutely incredible.
I don't know. I just think they probably they will never stop. It's impossible. Like they will never stop.
Because
Well,
you've still got all those biodrones who will buy the game, even though they say, well, Mass Effect 3 wasn't good, but the next one will be good.
Yeah, but
I'm
even
really
they still
surprised
think
that
Mass Effect
nobody
3 was
popped in
good.
here and said they should drop everything and make Jade Empire 2.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah, Jade Empire 2. And they should drop everything and make another Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
just-
but that's already dead because of the Old Republic.
Old Republic, yeah.
yeah.
I think that's
It's kind of
gone
a
free to play.
It's almost like as soon as an MMO is made, the thing's dead.
Guys, I can't believe you're still calling it the Old Republic. It's called the Titanic for a reason, you know?
Oh god. Oh god.
Good lord.
See, I'm just looking through the titles that BioWare have made, and they've got a lot of like good things to pull from. Like
I can't
Neverwinter
believe they
Nights.
made a Sonic game.
I played the Sonic
Yeah,
game. I
they
quite
made
enjoyed it.
Sonic RPG, didn't they?
Oh my god. That
I
was
was- I
so
was shocked and
fucking
horrified.
dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb game. Oh, let's make someone renowned for speed have turn-based battles. That's a very clever idea.
What could go wrong? Pretty much.
BioWare logic. Jesus.
I actually thought it was decent. I played it, but I just thought,
Yeah,
you know,
it's like
if you
it's
don't
not
think of it
bad.
as a Sonic game.
I just don't get it. It's something my mind can't even comprehend.
Yeah. It's like a Sonic game with turn-based battles. You've got a fucking attack option and POW moves.
Yeah, but it's not even like what they did with Mario. Like, you know, Mario RPGs are like almost like a parody of the actual.
Yeah, Mario RPGs are amazing though.
Yep, Mario and Luigi 1 is the best RPG ever.
I need to play more Mario games. I'm sorry, I don't have no played Nintendo games.
So,
Good
on the topic of Nintendo games, actually, I'm just going to swiftly move us on before we start shit-talking BioWare for the next 3 hours. Yeah, the Wii U got a massive unveiling at Nintendo Direct last week. And what do you guys think of that now that we've got a price, we've got a launch date, we've got a lot of announcements for the games that are going to be launch and launch window and shit like that. So what do you guys reckon of that?
I'll go first, I guess. I like everything about it, apart from the price.
Yeah.
I think that's how everyone feels.
Yeah, like, it's way too much money. $350 for the premium one with the Zombie U and all that kind of nonsense. That's
Yeah,
too
but
much.
remember when the PS3 came out and it was like $499 or something?
Yeah, but
That was
then
dollars.
yeah,
wasn't
but then
it?
even that, like, this isn't that bad, obviously, because the PS3 was about, what was it, $460, $425?
$425 at launch, yeah.
Yeah,
Had a
$425.
huge price drop though. Didn't
Yeah,
it?
but you
The
can
3DS.
get a Wii for $250, which is kind of good. But I mean, it's still crazy expensive.
The Wii is going to have, like, the controllers are going to be really expensive too, and it's probably going to have, like, shit tons of peripherals that cost a lot as well, because...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Compatibility.
the gamepads are £100 each. Standard.
Christ!
Oh no, that's the thing with, like, the thing in the middle and everything, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing about them. You can only have one per console.
No, you can have two.
I think Obsidian should make more games. Just gonna point that out. I know we've gone past BioWare, but I think Obsidian should
Sorry,
make more
I'm
games.
going to derail this for 1 second. Obsidian are currently making a Kickstarter, actually, for their new game.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is...
Project Eternity.
Yep, it looks
I have not heard of this.
look it up, check out, it's really cool. Back to the main topic. Woohoo. But,
Go check this out now.
yeah,
Back to the main topic.
it does, it looks really cool. But, they've completely... Like, the thing with the Wii U, though, is there's 4 games on that I really want.
Yeah.
Which are P100, Platinum Games, Bayonetta 2, Platinum Games, Pikmin 3, Nintendo, and Rayman Legends, which is obviously Ubisoft.
But
No,
would you buy a
it's-
Wii U just for those games?
Yes,
That's the
I
question. Oh, fair enough.
like, there's no doubt in my mind.
See, I'm kind of in agreement with Greg, but I'm very not as much in agreement as I should be. Like, I'm kind of on the fence because I probably would buy a console for those games, and I'm quite interested to see how gimmicky Zombie U is, and if it ends up to be a decent game. But you know, I'm not sure if I can justify the price just for those games because the only ones I'm probably going to put a hell of a lot of time into is Bayonetta 2. Hell, I want those games. It's got a really fucking amazing launch lineup.
I'm wondering how they're going to incorporate the Wii U's, like, controller capabilities into Bayonetta 2.
They won't. If they're clever, they won't.
Yeah.
They'll do it on the other gamepad and play like that, because Bayonetta 2 is not that kind of game.
Yeah, so we're just
I
going
can
to
imagine
like an
all those use
inventory
the
or something.
gamepad for its menus and shit.
Yeah, like inventories.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you said the inventory on there. That'd be fine. But, like, no, they just...
Shake the controller to win.
Yeah, if something like that happens, then yeah, I'll kill myself. But no, with a Pro controller, make that work fine. Just make it play exactly the same, because it was perfect the first time. It
Does it
just
have Pro controllers?
yeah, it's got like
Oh, okay.
it's like essentially the Xbox 360 controller
With a screen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Pro
yeah, I remember
controller.
that.
You mean the one that's essentially
360 with
controller,
one
copy and
stick
paste.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm gonna buy that and play Bayonetta 2, and I'll be happy forever.
Is there not a title that you get a free game Pro controller with? I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah, no, that's the last bundle. That's
Oh, right.
The big bundles: Zombie U, Pro controller, Nintendo Land, and a Black Wii.
See, that's what I'd be straight on that if I could afford it. Like that, if that's the only Wii bundle that seems worth the money to me.
But the thing that everyone's kind of liking about the Wii, though, I mean, like, it's got a small hard drive, but you can, like the PS3, you can put in another hard drive.
You can use any hard drive. You can even use a USB external hard drive and just plug it in.
That's
Yeah,
quite
exactly.
Which is a very, very, very fucking brilliant move.
Exactly.
So, it's looking quite good. I'm not really sure if it's worth the money. What do you think, both Sonny and Laura?
There's
Dad.
still not enough for me to justify a purchase, personally. Apart from Monster Hunter 3, that's the only thing I'm really hyped on. Maybe Bayonetta 2. Zombie U looks decent at best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting the hype myself. I'm not a big Nintendo fan.
Yeah,
Well-
like somebody said previously, Zombie U, I can see becoming Red Steel of the Wii U.
Yeah.
I gotta say, well, I'm hype as hell for Bayonetta 2. And, Bayonetta... Shut up.
Shots fired.
And Zombie U looks kind of generic. I haven't really
Yeah.
seen any less other than the trailer that was at E3. Everyone was like, another zombie game? Yeah! Afterwards. We haven't had any of those yet.
Zombies, lol.
See, they've shown off quite a lot more of Zombie U, and like they've shown off some of the social features, which are fairly interesting. But
Social features.
Social features, though.
And
Social
also, it's the first zombie game to be featured in like that wasn't Small Town USA.
yeah,
Now it's featured in London. And then all the zombies are going to be like, it's Six Bong.
Six Bong Governor, London City.
Oh, England, you're so crazy. Yeah, it looks good. Price is shit though. So you get that fixed before anyone starts buying it. Especially
Yeah,
because everyone who even has any sort of slight want will be put off by that insane price.
Looking at the screenshots of Zombie U, that's a really awkward name to say. Zombie U. It looks really nice, but it looks really bad at the same time.
yeah.
It looks great. But I just can't really get over the whole the controller thing for the Wii U. I don't know why.
It has
Maybe
the
it's the
potential to be great, but it could probably turn out terrible. Like Red Steel.
That's the problem I have with it at the moment. I'm looking forward to playing it because the Wii U and Zombie U are both playable at Eurogamer, which I will be covering in a week and a half, something like that.
Are you going to be out there with your little journalist microphone?
Yeah, I've got a dictaphone for it.
I'm here for Zombie.
Can I play Zombie U, please?
Nope, no. Who are you?
It's going to be good though. I've actually got a dictaphone sorted for the event.
Oh, God.
I'm going to be doing all the interviews.
So professional.
Ooh. But yeah, one question in relation to the Wii U. This is just a kind of slightly random question. What one completely unannounced game would you like to see within the first year of launch that's actually viable?
Don't do this to me.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Wii U exclusive, please.
No.
Final
Fuck
Fantasy
no.
versus 13.
Vanquish 2. More
Yes.
Vanquish. More.
I knew you were going to say that.
Or no, I just like another new Platinum IP. Another one.
A completely new one, even after P100.
Yeah.
Didn't P100 get renamed?
No, I don't think so.
There should be a game where you play as a really fat guy on the Wii U and you eat pizza all day, and that's all you do.
Gaben
Yeah,
Adventures.
I've just checked it out. Project P100 has been renamed to the Wonderful 101.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But they announced it at Nintendo Direct.
Oh, clearly I care about things.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
that's
going to
cool.
go out and say Train Simulator 2013, perfect on Wii U.
R.I.P. Matt. Always in our hearts.
Never in our souls.
Also, haven't we announced yet that Matt is dead?
Yeah, Matt's dead. Laura's actually the new member of Parable Team. She Murdered Man took his place.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm actually Matt, and I'm his female. I have really strong opinions about everything, so.
Yeah, but you don't hate everything, so you're not quite Matt yet.
Oh no, he loves his Animal Crossing, but he doesn't really like anything apart from that.
Casual.
So today on the Parable Bullying cast, Jesus, I think we should probably sum it up here because we are going on 59 minutes and a half.
Yeah, we use awesome.
Yeah, we use awesome. Anything anybody wants to say, Gregor?
Yeah, as I say, Wii U is really awesome. It's got Platinum Games on board now, because Nintendo's at least publishing 2 titles. So maybe, hopefully, we'll get a new third one within maybe, I don't know, what's a good time to think? Maybe a year and a half in launch? After launch, maybe we'll see something in the summer of 2014. That would be really nice. But either way,
Bayonetta 3.
it's great.
BioWare is shit. Don't know what else.
Hope Bayonetta 2 gets ported onto a better console, and I hope Monster Hunter gets
I hope
put
you
on
get
the
to
PC.
see. I hope you get to see Bayonetta's nipples in Bayonetta 2.
And on the note that the Wii U is the best thing ever, Platinum Games are amazing, and BioWare is shit, we're going to sum it up. This was the Parable Cast. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope you tune in next week.
Bye.
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 Okay, yeah. 1 minute. Let me just close the call down and reopen it so it's safe.